What's going on, E-Unit? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mav, back at you with a brand new video. I warned you on my last short that I put out that I was going to do this, and the week has finally arrived. First of all, happy Monday, you know what I'm saying? And second of all, you know what I'm saying? This is the first edition of my 3-part Aaliyah series. This is the first part. My, as you know, the 20th anniversary of her passing is slowly approaching as of this Wednesday, and I decided to, go ahead and do something special as a way to, for me and the rest of Aaliyah's fan bases, you know what I'm saying, could just come and congregate together and just celebrate her life. Now, as you know, she was in 2 movies, and one of them is this masterpiece right here, Romeo Must Die. Romeo Must Die. This film is an underrated gem. I saw this get reviewed on Rotten Tomatoes. It got like a 30-something%, but the audiences loved it. 61% of the audience loved it. And I'm part of that 61%. And as much as you guys that are either martial arts fans or Aaliyah fans, and some DMX fans might be a part of that spread too, because the late DMX is in this movie. R.I.P. to him as well. Now, but for this, I'm going to give you guys my 10 favorite Aaliyah scenes from this movie. My 10 favorite Aaliyah scenes from this movie. Before I dive into them, go ahead and leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, so that way you'll know whenever I upload the next part of the series, alright? So without further ado, let's dive into these scenes real quick. Starting off with number 10, her introduction.
Shelby. What are y'all over here doing?
Come on, Trish. Let's see if you got a little something.
Woo! No, you didn't. Girl, turn up the music. Come on.
Now, in that first scene, she's basically, the writers and the directors made sure Aaliyah gave her character Trish O'Day some pretty good characterization. We get to know a bit about her. She's a business owner, like her father is. Well, her film father, not her real father, obviously, but she's a business owner and runs her own little joint. It's called Serpentine Fire, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically a clothing store and a hangout spot, right dead in the middle of what I believe is San Francisco, California, was I believe where this movie was shot. But yeah, this gives great characterization of how not only is she cool with selling stuff, but she's also great with kids. And she's a people person as well. And I think she was like that in real life too, if you listen to some of the people that actually got to know her. But anywho, we're going to move forward to number 9.
Twin fire.
Right. That's serious shit.
Do I know you?
How you gonna play me like that?
What?
Now you know I work for your pops.
Right. What's your name again? Some start with an M.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Funny. Small Reese, all right? You saying? Make it easy on yourself. Your choice, baby girl.
Waiting for the magic word.
Please. Stuck up. I got some Jell-O and coloring books in the back.
Okay, now this scene right here, I love how she, pretty much interacts one-on-one with Maurice here, because it gets to show, they get Aaliyah to show a bit of her humorous side by him calling him moron. Plus, it sets up a very integral part of the movie where, her father's associates pretty much are ordered to pretty much have her on 24-hour surveillance at all times and all of that to make sure she's good, because they're in the middle of a war. I'm not going to spoil what it really was, you know what I'm saying, but excuse me. I'm not going to spoil what it really was until we get towards the end of the video. But, over here we get to see both human sides of Anthony Anderson and, Aaliyah, at being their characters and whatnot. And I like how Anthony Anderson makes a nod to her nickname, Baby Girl, you know what I'm saying, by saying, "You want the front seat or back seat, baby girl?" And then, like, toward the end of it, Anthony Anderson puts a little more flavor on it, be like, "I got some Jell-O and some coloring books in the back. Gotta leave some for the kids." But yeah, great characterization from Aaliyah and Anthony Anderson, and great humor, might I add. But anywho, moving on to number 8.
Here you go.
Thanks.
You must be hungry.
Oh, jeez. I think you could find something better to do than creep up on me. And besides, aren't you in the wrong part of town?
I went to your store. You tell me you work here.
Hold on. Come on, kids.
All right. Watch what?
Hey.
I wanted the yellow one.
Oh, come on. Give him the yellow one. He's the baby. Oh, stop.
Great. Wow, you were great.
Yeah, that was hard.
Good.
You're welcome.
Here's my address. Please let me know when you talk to your brother.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, now this park scene is where really Aaliyah gets to shine with her feminine qualities. First feminine quality I noticed is her pretty much her her serviceableness towards the young children with the with the ice cream and him and her being like a defender saying, quit picking on the younger one because he's the baby. You know what I'm saying? yeah. You saw y'all saw that. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you think subconsciously. I know Jet's character was looking at her like, you know what I'm saying? I could potentially see a future with this woman because she knows how to take care of children. You know what I'm saying? When men see that in women, man, it makes us think. You know what I'm saying? You could be down with us for life, possibly. And another feminine quality, you know what I'm saying? If a chick is really into you, she'll be cheering for you no matter what. Even while Jet Li was out there getting hacked up the first couple of downs, you know what I'm saying? Because they was playing football. When Jet Li was getting hacked up the first couple of downs in that movie by the thugs that her dad offered to watch over her, she was moaning and groaning like, "Come on out!" And then while they were dogpiling her, she had her hand to her lip. You know what I'm saying? I know that's probably not in the clip that I showed y'all. But you know what I'm saying. I might edit it in, I might not. Excuse me. But yeah. Even if a chick is down for you, like Aaliyah was down for Jet Li, she'll cheer for you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And then even after the fact that Jet, pretty much kicked all them down and scored a touchdown, Aaliyah was laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? In favor of Jet. And then when Jet slid him the digits, you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Call me as soon as you talk to your brother." She was like, "All right, I will." And then she waved goodbye. I was like, "Bye." She did her little pretty wave. You know what I'm saying? That feminine pretty wave. If a chick wave like that at you, you know what I'm saying? She wants you. She wants you. Shout out to Soul Illuminati.
You're an errand boy for my father. Ain't nothing.
Fair enough. There comes a time when a man has to strike out on his own. Stake his own claim.
How could I have missed it? I think I'm hopelessly in love with you.
You front all your life. Sooner or later, this man's gonna be way too much for you. His big old brown eyes gonna get all misty just wishing there were two of me.
Feel yourself all you want. I just lost my appetite.
Now this scene right here is definitely one of the best scenes in the movie, period. First of all, I like the portrayals of both characters involved in the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Mac pretty much flexing his ego, you know what I'm saying? Flexing his big old junior executive muscles at Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? And, Aaliyah was villain like that. Females can sense when you have an overinflated ego. And to the right girls, that's a turnoff. But to the wrong girls, it gets them excited. And with girls like Aaliyah, you can't be, too overly confident, you know what I'm saying? Because to every positive masculine trait, there is always its evil twin. Confident to confidence, there is egotistical. You know what I'm saying? And Mac over here trying to flex his muscles and also foreshadowing the plot. You know what I'm saying? By saying sometimes a man has to strike out on his own. Foreshadowing. You know what I'm saying? That he would eventually go out away from his from her father. You know what I mean? Trying to flex her muscles toward her, man. Aaliyah was not giving him the vibes, man. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah was like feel yourself all you want. I just lost my appetite. And then even before that, she really shit tested the mess out of him when she was like "You're an errand boy for my father. You're nothing." I'm like, say that then, Leah. Say that then. Let's go. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then he came back with his overinflated ego, because he felt like his ego was getting damaged by hearing her say that. He was like, one day this man's gonna be too much for you. And those brown eyes is gonna get all misty wishing they were two of me. I'm like, this dude has his head up his own ass. I don't know about y'all. But this guy, like to quote Kanye West and Beyonce, he's got a big ego. You've got a big ego. There's nothing wrong with a man having an ego. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure it isn't as big as the freaking moon. Okay? You know what I mean? But anywho, yeah, that's why I love this scene. It's great for plot. Pretty much after that, Mac tries to put Aaliyah in her place by saying, you don't have to respect me or Maurice or any of those guys, but you will respect your father and you will let us protect you. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very integral to the plot. That's why I like this scene so much. But anywho, we're moving on to scene number 6.
I asked you not to do business here.
Hi, sis. Nice to see you too.
I mean it, Colin, come on. This is my place, okay? And I got little kids hanging here all the time. So if this is what you're gonna be about...
Look, don't even start the if this is what you're gonna be about speech, all right? For once, let's not go there. I was on the phone talking to Pop. Hey, look, come on. He's a businessman. I work for this businessman.
Fine.
Stop tripping over this shit.
Colin, wait. Look, I'm sorry. I'm just worried about you. That's all.
Yeah, I know. And I love you too, Trish. But you ain't gotta worry about me. I'm fine.
Now this scene is very, very, very vital, because this will be the only scene we see Aaliyah's character, excuse me, interact with her brother, her character's brother. You know what I'm saying? Who's portrayed by D.B. Woodside. You know what I'm saying? This is the only scene we ever get to see Trish O'Day, and Colin O'Day, interact with one another. Because as we know, Colin O'Day ends up dying later on in the film. Pretty much Trish is trying to express her worry. And this goes to show you, how truly feminine she is. You know what I'm saying? First, like, when a feminine woman is mad, you know what I'm saying, usually they don't, be so quick to shout and shout and shout. Like, she was coming at her with a respectful but commanding tone, like, if this is what you're going to be about, you know what I'm saying? And then, Colin shut that down with, for once, let's not go there, okay? I mean, I know they're not like, you know what I'm saying, they can't be in a relationship because that would be incest in the film's case. But, between intersexual dynamics amongst men and women, this is how they communicate differently. And Colin was able to pick up on that. He was like, can you not trip for once? And then, you know what I'm saying, Leah's character is like, look, I'm sorry, da-da-da-da-da. And then, D.B. Woodside's character is like, and I love you too. Even though Leah's character didn't have to say it. He picked up on that. That's a little bit of game. There's a little bit of game going on in this film. You know what I'm saying? Because part of game is understanding intersexual dynamics. Women communicate covertly while men communicate overtly. You know what I'm saying? We're direct creatures. But you have to have the rationale to understand, subliminal messages that a woman can send towards a man that you might not get. And I'm sorry, even Aaliyah's mad face is highlight. Did you see how she was like? She was like some. But anyway, let's go on to scene number 5 real quick.
Jesus. 2 hours for you, buddy. On duty. $50.
Trish! I'ma find you, Aaliyah looking ass! I know where you work at!
You still a lot of cabs in Hong Kong?
Do you want me to blow around?
No, just turn here.
That I'd have to say. You must be a very dangerous man.
Are you scared?
Don't take this personal, but I've been around a lot more dangerous guys than you.
Right here.
No charge.
No, you can keep it. I won't call the cops.
I don't want your money.
You know, you seem like a nice guy.
I am.
Really? You should find a new profession. This stealing cars bit doesn't fit you.
What's your name?
You think I want you calling me?
I don't have a phone.
Yeah, well, dead giveaway. Besides, you drive like shit.
I love this scene right here because it introduces the two central characters to the plot and has a perfect way of bringing them together. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you have two central characters in the plot. You gotta make something perfect to bring them together, love interest or not. Sorry, I'm up here looking at my phone because it's blowing up. But anywho, but yeah, so you know what I'm saying. I love how at the beginning, you know, Trish dips out of the store while, you know what I'm saying, Maurice is just jamming, you know what I'm saying? And then Maurice is like, Trish, I'm gonna find you Aaliyah looking ass. I'm like, I bet you that wasn't in the script. I bet you Anthony Anderson ad-libbed that off rip, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then like, you know what I'm saying, she gets in the cop cab with Han, who's pretending to be somebody else. And then he's like, hey, you want me to pull over? Do you want me to pull over? You know what I'm saying? After she asked them, do you steal a lot of cabs in Hong Kong? That was a shit test. And he passed that. She was throwing shit test after shit test after him. And then even like when after he was like no charge. You can keep it, I'm gonna call the cops. I don't want your money. And then, you know, Aaliyah was just, you know, taking the money casually. And you notice the look that she gave him. She gave him them pretty brown eyes in a certain kind of way. And to let him know, hey, I'm digging you. And then she follows it up with, you seem like a nice guy. And then Han was like, I am. Now he started to fail the shit test right there for a second. And then it was like she was like you should get a new profession. This stealing cars doesn't fit you. And then Han passed that shit test with, girl, what's your name? And then she was like, you think I want you calling me? And then he was like, I don't have a phone. And then she was like, well, dead giveaway. Besides, you drive like shit. And she gave him the smoothest wink to let him know, hey, I'm digging you. I'm feeling you. Come pursue me a little more. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, all the signs and, you know what I'm saying, all the vibes that Aaliyah was throwing at him. Man, Aaliyah was in the jet the moment they met, man. Come on, y'all. We gonna see some more evidence of that with this next scene number 4.
Akbar, what the hell are you doing here?
I need to ask you something.
No, I'm not talking to you. You get the hell out of my apartment before I call the cops.
Please.
No, you know, you're the only guy I know working his way down the criminal ladder. What's up with you?
This is the last number my brother called before he was murdered. It's the number of your shop.
It is. But I don't think I know who your brother is. And why would he want to talk to me?
He called your store.
Yeah, but not to talk to me. We got a girl who works the register. It could have been her. Once in a while, my brother would come.
Brother?
Colin. Sometimes he makes calls from the shop. Mostly when I'm not around.
Han.
Well, look. These guys found you up here. You're gonna have some serious problems. So I suggest you go out the window.
No. I like this way.
All right, it's your funeral.
Dancing good. You call again. Dancing now time. Fast.
Hey. Oh, brother, what you doing here bothering Miss O'Day?
He's the delivery boy, moron.
I don't smell nothing. Then what the hell was the takeoff for?
You hungry, baby?
Okay, scene 4. All right. So this scene right here, man, it's also very integral to the plot because Han is dragging Trish into his character arc and pretty much giving Trish some insight on what's really going on and why she needs to be protected since Mac and the rest of the crew that works for her father pretty much told her half the story, and the rest Han pretty much filled it in because now she knows that it was his own brother there was a Chinese boy that got murdered. So, you know what I'm saying? It's very integral. I like how at first she seems surprised, and then, you know, she seems intrigued once she mentions the brother, and then, you know, gives out the number her shop, saying that it was the last number his brother called. And then, you know, he was probing her, asking her who could he have been calling, since, you know, it's not true that he was calling. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the plot thickens a little bit now that the two have come together. So now they're both, you know, on grounds of investigating. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, a little while later, you know, Maurice and them pull up to Trish's apartment, and Trish is like, look, you know, you might as well go out the window. And he was like, by the way, my name is Han. And then you see how she smiled and looked at him, you know what I'm saying? Because she can't help the fact that she likes him. Because if she didn't like him, she would not allow him to, you know, casually walk behind her and then get in her apartment to ask her them questions. Because she was about to pick up the phone, but she put it down, you know what I'm saying, as soon as Han got to business. That's how you got to deal with these ladies, fellas. You got to get down to business, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much after that, you saw how she was looking at him, man. She was into him at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what happens? Han beats up the bad guys, and the freaking there's this one part where he tries to like somebody tries to hit him with a stick, and then he grabs his belt and unravels it, and homie had a G-string on it. I'm sorry, that's the funniest part of the scene. So after she gets done dealing with those guys, he throws away the clip and throws away the gun and takes the free clip, and he takes Maurice's car, and he pretty much looks up at her, and she's just down there just smiling at him. I'm like, you see the chemistry already forming between the two. But yeah, that's also one of my favorite scenes from Aaliyah in this movie. You know what I'm saying? It shows how she can help the central character advance a plot as a co-central character. That's why I like this scene. But anywho, speaking of Trish and Han being in the same scene yet again, we gonna see one more scene with them two in the picture as we get to scene number Trizzle.
You're Chinese.
No shit.
I can't hit a girl.
Look, I don't know how it is in China, but in America, for girls kicking your ass, you do not have to be a gentleman.
Okay, scene number 3. Okay, this scene right here, man. Before there was Mortal Kombat, Romeo Must Die had their own iteration of X-ray moves. You know what I'm saying? This scene right here is boss. Like, complete boss. Amazing editing. You know what I mean? On Warner Brothers' part. I'm going to turn off this light and turn on this light. Amazing editing on Warner Brothers' part to show how the piece of rusty metal, you know, cut through the Asian girl that they was fighting's heart. That I thought that was pretty clean. But more importantly is, you know, Aaliyah injects chemistry and choreography when doing that fight scene, because Jet being too much of a gentleman is like, I can't hit a girl. And then Aaliyah's telling him, look, I don't know how it is in China, but if America and a girl's kicking your ass, you don't have to be a gentleman about it. I mean, you kind of have to be, because you can't really strike them back in America. So Jet Li kind of has a point doing what he did. Like, I believe in, like, not fighting her back, but like restraining her hands or something, so that way she don't keep just hitting on you. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most times when a guy strikes back, the girl can scream that that I started a fight because I punched her back, because guys are naturally way stronger than girls. So, and the guy nine times out of 10 is going to jail. So, you know, I respect Jet for, you know, using Aaliyah to actually hit the girl.
How we came up with it, but sure enough, you know, I start screaming and yelling, and my mom comes running out the house. She's like, Trish, what's wrong? And when I told her, I mean, the look on her face, you know, and even when Colin popped up to show it was just a joke, she just couldn't stop crying. She just held him close, clutched him, you know. I was just a baby. I didn't get it then, but I get it now.
Tell me. What happened?
Colin's dead. And no matter how hard I cry, he's not gonna pop up and show me it was just a joke.
I'm sorry.
This next scene is this scene right here is a little emotional. I will say that it's a little emotional, because I want to give some mad props for Aaliyah for the stellar acting that she put on here. She made her character sound so believable here. Like she actually might convince you that that shit actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Happened to her brother. You know what I mean? Like that whole story that she just laid down, that sounded like that was for real, for real. Great writing. Wonderful writing and wonderful execution by Miss Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? And second of all, the ponytail with them earrings, Shawty was pulling them off, baby. Not to mention the red lipstick was a bonus. But anywho. But yeah, man. But this scene is also very important because, you know, if she wasn't already in it when Jet Li first beat up her thug protectors, you know what I'm saying? This scene brought them both closer together to the investigation of the death of now both their brothers, because both main characters have lost a brother in this Felicia's war. You know what I'm saying? So they both have a mission to look out for their brother's killers. You know what I'm saying? And get to the bottom of everything, of why things had to happen, to why they had to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, this brought them closer together, not only in terms of the plot, but in terms of them being an item, if you know what I'm saying. Because now they connect with each other emotionally. Jet Li's character Han handles this perfectly. He handled it on the money here. But we ain't done yet. We got one more scene to go. Last but not very least. Scene number 1. I bet you can't guess what it is. I'll give you some time. Guessing time's over. Scene number 1.
We had an understanding. Anybody who didn't sign those deeds, we took care of.
What you mean took care of?
He shot him dead. I was there when he killed Silk.
You'll get the chance, though. Sorry, Romeo, but you gotta die. Damn. That's some cold shit.
Come on. Come on. Y'all know I had to put this scene as number 1, man. Oh, this scene is so badass. First of all, it's literally the big climax of the movie. Before we get to the falling action, which is Han pretty much fighting Kai, and the end of the movie where Han's dad shoots himself because of what he did, and the cops catching wind of it, and so are the other Chinese families that were affected by his wrongdoing. But that's another story. So yeah, the reason why I like this scene so much is, you know, pretty much everything comes out in the forefront. Like the movie was giving you subtle hints here and there of who the real villains were, but how they executed revealing the real villains couldn't be more perfect than this very scene here. Furthermore, you know how we know Han got revenge on his brother's killer. Well, in this scene, Trish got revenge on her brother's killer. And in the most badass way possible. Even before then, when she watched her brother's killer try to kill his father, kill her father, you know what I'm saying, and run off, you know what I mean, while he was being held down, or she was being held down, she had a telepathic conversation with her father. Her father was like, you know, go distract him. I'm gonna go reach for that gun and smoke the guy who's holding you. And then boom, took him like 2-3 shots to finally do it, but still, they handled business as a father-daughter team. And then she followed Han up there, where he was fighting Mac, you know what I'm saying? Because he thought Mac was the one that killed his brother, but he tells him it was actually Kai. And then, you know what I'm saying, Shorty come out with the doggone 45 and blicks his ass, you know what I'm saying? Took him 2 rounds. I love that line where he was like, damn, that's some cold shit. And Aaliyah had fire in her eyes when she shot that second round. She's like, you know what I mean? Homie went flying off that roof, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my top 10 scenes, my top 10 favorite Aaliyah scenes from Romeo Must Die. I want to thank anybody who's new. Thank you guys for watching. And to all of you who are new here, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. You know what I'm saying? This has been Man with the Enigma. You've tuned into the first video of my Aaliyah series. You know what I'm saying? Join me tomorrow. We'll give you part 2. And I'll see you guys next time for, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, another Aaliyah video. And if those of y'all who are waiting on my gaming content, that'll resume next week. Until then, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's all remember the queen, the princess of R&B over here. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Aaliyah. We're going to continue rocking on out for her 20th anniversary. And I'm going to see y'all soon. Don't forget to check out my merch. Follow me on Instagram. Whatever. I'll see y'all soon. Deuces.